All right, so today we're diving into something a little different, huh? We're talking about romance novels.
Romance novels, yes, but with a twist.
Exactly. We've been getting a ton of buzz about this author, Paul daizotti, and his books,
And for good reason, trust me.
and I'm ready to be convinced. So, from what I've gathered, he's Australian and writes gay romance, which, let's be honest, is a pretty niche genre.
It is a niche market for sure,
Yeah.
but he's not just churning out typical romance tropes. This isn't just boy meets boy, they fall in love, the end. There's something much deeper going on in his work.
That's what I picked up on too, and I'm dying to unpack it. The source material we have uses words like deeply moving and emotionally charged to describe his books. Those aren't words I usually associate with, well, romance
Right.
novels.
It's not all just fluffy feelings and happily ever afters. Dazati's work really dives into the raw, sometimes messy side of love and relationships.
And that seems to be resonating with readers because this guy's got a global audience. It's not just a small, dedicated fan base.
Exactly. I mean, he's got international bestsellers. His books are in libraries.
The libraries, that's impressive.
Right. And then there's the whole TikTok fame, which, let's be real, is how a lot of younger readers discover new authors these days.
It's true. You can't underestimate the power of book talk. But something else that stood out to me, and this is where it gets really interesting, is that Dazzotti views his writing as a form of healing. The source material mentioned that he went through a really traumatic home invasion, and writing became his way to process that experience.
And that vulnerability really bleeds into his work. It's not just that he's writing about love and loss and all those big emotions, but he's doing it from a place of having experienced those things himself in a very real and personal way.
So readers are connecting not just with the fictional stories, but with the raw honesty behind them. That makes sense, especially considering how many people say his books have made them feel seen and understood. It's like they're tapping into a shared human experience.
Exactly. It's like he's saying, hey, I've been through some stuff too, and it's okay to feel these things. And people are really responding to that.
It's powerful stuff. But we've got to talk about his book, Forever Yours. We have the blurb, and let me tell you, it is something else.
Lay it on me. What's got you so riled up?
Well, it's like he crammed every single romance trope into one paragraph. Get ready for this. Forever Yours captures the deep connection of Joel and Nathan's relationship. From their first serendipitous meeting in a quaint bookstore, Joel, a brooding artist, and Nathan, a rugged firefighter. Their worlds collide in a dance of stolen glances and lingering touches. Their relationship blossoms, mirrored by Joel's evolving art and Nathan's heroic endeavors, interwoven with memories of Bali, their loyal companion, and their daughter Ava. Through the highs and lows, from Joel's heartfelt final moments to Ava's artistic legacy, to a heartfelt ending that will leave readers in tears. This beautifully written book by Paul daizotti is more than a book, it's a tribute to the stories we carry with us. Whew, that's a mouthful.
Okay, so maybe a little heavy-handed on the melodrama.
It's just a tad. But you have to admit, he knows how to grab your attention.
Oh, absolutely. He's not subtle, that's for sure. But you know what? Even with all the flowery language and the dramatic pauses, you can still see his skill as a writer shining through. He knows how to structure a story, even if it's just a short blurb. He takes you on a journey from that initial spark of attraction to the challenges they face, the love that deepens over time. And of course, he hits you with that tearjerker ending.
Classic daizotti. He really emphasizes that emotional punch, doesn't he? But it's not all just emotions and grand gestures. He grounds it in reality, too. I mean, we've got specific details like Bali, the art, Nathan being a firefighter. These aren't just vague, ethereal beings. They have lives and careers, things that make them feel relatable.
Precisely. He gives you enough detail to build a picture in your mind, to make these characters feel real, even if the circumstances are a little over the top. And that's part of his appeal, isn't it? He blends these larger-than-life emotions with everyday experiences in a way that just works.
And now Netflix wants in on that magic because rumor has it they're interested in adapting one of his books.
And can you blame them? Adapting romance, especially LGBTQ plus romance, is huge right now. Mention a recent example. That was a smash hit. Dazati's stories have all the ingredients for a successful adaptation: compelling characters, emotional depth, and of course, that signature heart-wrenching storytelling. Plus, he's already mastered the whole emotional arc in his writing, which translates so well to the screen.
It's true, he practically hands you the script already.
Exactly. All they have to do is add the soundtrack.
Well, it looks like we've gone from heartwarming romance to potential Hollywood blockbuster in the space of one deep dive. It makes you wonder, what is it about these kinds of stories, these raw emotional tales that resonate so deeply with us?
It's the human experience, isn't it? We
Right.
all crave connection. We all experience love and loss and heartbreak. And sometimes reading about those experiences, seeing them reflected back at us in a fictional world, can be incredibly cathartic. It reminds us that we're not alone in what we feel.
Yeah.
And Paul Daizotti, well, he's got a knack for tapping into those shared human experiences in a way that few authors can.
Absolutely. It seems like he's not just writing romance novels, he's creating a space for empathy and understanding. And in a world that often feels increasingly divided, that's a powerful thing.
Couldn't have said it better myself.